Tomorrow marks 2 years since a deadly gunfight in downtown Sacramento that killed 6 people and injured 12 others. Insults between gang members are what allegedly led to that K Street shooting, and that's what a witness just feet away from the gunfire described in court today. KCRA 3's Orca Manna explains what we're learning about that violent morning.
The situation was hostile, I guess you could say.
Ike Harris, who we could not show on camera, speaks about the moments leading up to the death of his cousin, Sergio Harris. The 3 accused shooters, brothers Smiley and DeAndre Martin, as well as Mtula Payton, sitting quietly in court as the witness testified. Security camera footage shows Sergio and Ike outside the London nightclub when a man comes up to talk to Sergio. Prosecutors say that's when Sergio learned about a group of gang members nearby called the Loom Squad.
Did your cousin have a problem with guys from Loom Squad?
I wouldn't know.
But that contradicts what Ike had told police detectives the summer after the shooting. Prosecutors asked Ike if Sergio, who had been involved with gangs, wanted to walk over to that group of men who were also gang affiliated and confront them.
It was just a regular night for me. I didn't know that he was temperature checking, so I can't say he was.
But you told the detective, though, that you had a feeling something was up. Not to that magnitude, but something was up, correct?
Yeah, when there's a lot of different people, that's my instincts, definitely. That's just how I'm built and how I'm programmed, to always think of there's something up when there's a lot of people.
This was one of several times prosecutors referenced Ike's interview with detectives, with Ike saying a lot of those statements were made when he was upset.
At the moment, I want to see somebody pay for my cousin's death. So me saying I seen anybody with a gun out would be false. I was angry still at that time.
Ike says at one point, 2 groups of men got into the middle of the street and started insulting each other.
Groups are never a good thing, so I ran and took cover behind a metal box.
Then shots were fired.
The initial shots and the flurry was simultaneous. It was just it was kept going.
While Ike says Sergio was not armed, the defense pressed him.
He had a gun that night, didn't he?
No, he didn't.
He had a gun in his jacket pocket.
I didn't see it.
Court officials say more civilian witnesses will testify over the next couple of days, and then we're expecting to hear from gang experts later on this summer. Reporting in Sacramento, Orca Manna, KCRA 3 News.
As a reminder, this testimony is part of the preliminary hearing where a judge will decide if there's enough evidence for this case to go to trial.